This is where we fight!
You up? The battle is on. Mars versus Venus with Nikki.
Oh, you have to fix that.
That's all right. Still play it for posterity. Play it for posterity.
Mars versus Venus with Nikki, Jaiga, and Rode.
Yeah, we had to fix that. And we
Miguel.
also look out for we're going to bring her in one.
Yes.
All right, she's
Please.
going to do a guest appearance in one of the Mars vs. Venus. So, guys, we are here. You need to officially open the show.
I need to officially open the show.
And
I
you
tell
need to
myself I was
open
going
it
to
back,
fix it, you know. I ain't fixed it yet, but I'll go fix it by next
You
week.
need to coin one that is yours and
Yes,
one that
I'll
is
go fix it
people
properly
gonna-
by next week. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Ladies, come in. Step into your power, step into your beauty. My warrior women and fellas that we love so dearly. Never mind the fact that a lot of the times the ladies be wrong and strong. But
Wow.
here you
Okay.
are. Never mind the fact that a lot of the time you are wrong and strong. But we are here to guide you this morning. We are here to show you the way. It's Mars versus Venus. Brace. Rock and come in. I will fix it for next week. Don't worry. So apparently what we're talking about. Raw actually brought this one up. This is
you
not the
taking that
first.
approach too?
Well,
In outing, who just bring the topic?
yeah.
Should in case it goes
yeah,
south.
I
Woody
gonna
hates
say. Oh, you don't like when I do that?
Go ahead.
Anyway,
Do your thing how you want
the
to
point
do your
is,
thing,
Raw
yeah.
brought this up. In fact, it's not the first time he's brought this up. So clearly, this is a bee in his bonnet. Because he brought it up again this morning.
Right.
So he's asking the question why it is there's a disparity between when women do women's all girls vacation. Like, you know, you plan your thing, it's an all girls lime, we go into the Bahamas, you know, we book our all inclusive resort, it's about 12 hours we going, all girls. Cool.
T-shirts and so on.
T-shirts, ting, whatever.
Real plan all the thing.
Real plan we thing. We have the whole thing
Susu.
plan. Yes,
Everybody
everybody
get a hand and buy the
susu hand in
ticket.
time. They buy the ticket. We go in. Ting. We drunk from on the plane.
Wow.
Right.
Get your thing from press?
Anyway,
Stop this.
Hannah, that was not a susu. Don't get me started.
All right. Stay on course, please. Stay on course.
Right. That is the woman's version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Roy is asking why it is there seems to be some sort of disparity if a man is to go to tell his significant other he and his boys
Right.
going on vacation.
Like on the whim.
Like on a whim. Babe, me and my boys, we planning. We
that-
going Vegas.
Yeah.
We going Vegas for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Why it is okay. Like he's saying that men don't dig a horrors when women plan all girl vacations and go off to another country to do God knows what. But somehow there always seems to be an issue when men decide to do it. So much so that it's very rare that men do all, like, you know, a boys vacay, a boys getaway. All you ever do a boys getaway?
We can't, and we have to. If we're
You
being
said we
honest,
can't, you know.
no, we can't. And if we're being honest, we have to be in. You have to be in Randolph. Uncle Randolph.
We have to blame Uncle
Uncle
Randall.
Randolph is his fault.
Why?
Uncle Randolph, in his wisdom, many moons ago, felt the need to have one of those and then do wrong things and have it get home.
Right.
And because of that, the trust was lost.
They came home and they talk.
Yeah, and the trust was gone. Randolph went over had a time. Over had a time. And everybody came back and spoke about what they did. And it was not good. So because of that, we are all faced with the consequence of never being able to have one of
So if
those.
all you're going on vacation, you have to go with your significant other.
Because somewhere along the line, they feel as though us going out on our boys' line for 5 days to a place
It's a
like
recipe for
Vegas
trouble.
is us going to do wrong thing, to look for woman, to do this is always, and that's because of Randolph. Uncle Randolph did it back in 82 and it didn't go well. When Uncle Randolph did it, he went there, he came back, the Mexican child,
Wow.
that's why he does overdo it. But really,
You have
honestly
to know
though,
your partner, though.
No, for me too is you know, there's outside of women just generally like to kill is a killjoy vibe.
Wow.
Yeah,
you know?
He said this earlier. You all it did
Some
not go
women
down well.
just don't like to see the man
Happy.
having too much fun
Without
without
them.
them. Right? It's a known fact. You can't fight
It's a
it.
known fact.
It is a known fact. And then the
Scientifically
other,
researched?
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Live through them
Yeah.
thing. live through them.
There was a study by Oxford a couple years ago that women
hate joy.
are
facts.
killjoys.
No, the men joy.
Oh, okay.
They kill their man joy. Not they hate joy.
their
Women
joy,
love
not
to be
joy.
joyful.
Of
No.
But
You
you
love joy. But
specifically.
they kill their man's
The
joy.
man joy in particular.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once she's not there, he's not supposed to be having
Ever.
any sort of
Ever.
excitement in his life.
None at all. You
Ever.
shouldn't smile. You should not be happy at all.
Why you posting pictures in
What
Vegas
these women
with
are
you
they dealing
smiling?
with?
Hell no.
It's
And
not
then the
supposed
other
to
thing too is what I think happens is that all is planned so well now, boy.
Right.
That when we plan to go Vegas now, is we don't know what the hell we just know
We just
here
go
from
in.
You have no itinerary?
No.
I need to know your itinerary
What
before you go.
itinerary?
Where are you
Problem.
planning
That's
to
the
be at
problem
one
there.
time? If I need
When
to
I
call
reach
you, how
out,
am I
call you
getting-
and tell you where we stay.
We're going to be there from the
Excuse
5th.
no.
We're going to be there from the 5th
Listen.
to the 15th.
And
That is
that is
all I
why
know.
That's all I
why
know.
all it is gets in trouble because all they don't plan.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you don't plan, when you reach, anything is likely to happen.
Planning kills the adventure.
God alone knows what will happen.
Yeah.
Planning kills
Famous
the
last
adventure.
words. Famous. We
Plan.
and listen.
Plan.
I've seen Hangover 1, 2, and 3. You know.
Planning kills the adventure.
I've seen Hangover 1, 2, and 3.
The adventure is the journey, the
Listen.
going, the just getting up and going. You know
Maybe.
how great it is feel, Abby, when two children virgin decide that we just doing this, we just going. That's the fun in it.
Most
I'm going to need your
exciting thing
itinerary
ever.
before you leave, please. And that.
I don't have it.
an itinerary.
I would like to know where you're staying.
I don't have
Can
it.
I have a number for the
I
hotel?
could give you that
Because you see, I
information.
know that you have a likelihood of, sometimes you forget things, in case you end up in trouble.
See?
I just need to know where to reach
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I understand now. I a big man.
Suppose your data
As a
doesn't
big
work
man.
when you get there.
No, it will work. We in Vegas, baby. Come on.
This
It
is a
will work.
very long message.
Uh-huh.
Abby, I want you to read it just because they're new.
They knew.
Yeah, read it. It's
The
long.
island breeze.
Oh, good. That's real long, boy.
Yeah, let's read it quickly.
My name is Erica Coltrus Moore. I was introduced to Ojo by my husband, Rudolph Moore. He always answers my calls like, yes, babes, you interrupted my session with Ojo. My husband is a nice, loving guy, so I don't interrupt him much. He is the one responsible for linking me with Miss Janice and what? And the Alright Day video clips.
No.
I love Miss Janice. No nonsense big woman thing. Oh gosh, Alright Day, top shutter seller, big house on top of the hill. Anyway, I would just like to tell Rodi, keep up the good work. We waiting on the Marry Me new episode. Don't take too long with that, eh? I would be in Port of Spain on March 31st, 2022. And I'm asking if I could please get a picture, please, with Miss Janice and Alright Day. Please. Loving the Ojo family, loving the house, Erica. P.S. I'm rocking a little old phone, so I can't really hook up with you all live. So I'm looking forward to my husband telling me while you read my letter. Have a blessed week.
All right, okay.
Good morning, Erica.
Shout out to Erica. I just
Morning,
felt
Wait
Erica.
to see you in the Port
Sorry
of
that
Spain.
we had. I just felt as though we had to do that.
Yeah,
You know,
good
sometimes
morning.
Good morning,
You have-
Erica girl.
you have to do
Thank
some
you
of
for
this.
the love and support, darling. Don't worry yourself.
We appreciate
Marry
you,
me on the
Erica.
way.
We
All
appreciate
right.
you.
Let's jump into this
Good
now.
morning, guys. Abeyo, Rudy, Jaiga, Ro. I actually know a group of guys that goes on a guys trip every year. They go to it started off with them going to Atlantic City. Now they elevated, they graduated, or they go to Vegas. Every year they go from Friday to Monday. So it's not that uncommon. On the other hand, oftentimes a man enjoyment is associated with a woman. So that is why women are very, very skeptical when they man to go on a vacation with guys. Because somewhere
Always,
along the
boy.
line,
Always, boy.
history has shown
Yes,
where
yes.
anytime a man having a good time, a woman is
You
involved.
see? Like, man can have good time without. I telling you.
I mean, I kind of get where she's coming from in terms of, but then at the same time, we don't want to reduce anybody to the sum of their parts. However, it seems as though, it usually seems as though men are so led by certain instincts sometimes. Y'all are led by certain instincts
You
So
sound
fed
sometimes.
like you
so fed up.
That I get where she's coming from in
Are
terms
we on the
of
same levels as dogs right now?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm not going to reduce you to the sum of your parts. I'm not saying that you cannot control your urges. Maybe it's two of you all specifically, but there are some women who know their mankind, and they know that their mankind on vacation with other mankind
I think that is your
is
projecting
potential
onto
for
us.
trouble.
No, you.
I think you're
You understand?
projecting onto us.
And it also has to do with
yeah.
women's age too. When I was younger, I remember I had a little boyfriend at the time, and there was a particular term that used to make me see red. Like if he's going, oh, it's a stone's line. It's a stone's line. that immediately means that I am
Jerry
not
says,
I
"Stand
am not welcome.
Right.
You're not.
I am not welcome.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
Stones?
Stones line.
Gravel. It's a
See, when there's a gravel event.
I said,
You are
it's
gravel?
so annoying.
It's a
Yeah,
gravel
but all
event.
they, all they just tell men is a girl's line.
So annoyed. There was just something about it, the way
No
he
more
would
time I
phrase
get
it,
up, boy.
that would feel as though it becomes less about just the fact that I just would like to spend some time with my boys and something else.
That
I
is-
specifically don't want to line
And
with
I
you
will-
in
I-
this
that is
particular
not what
moment.
it is.
I will
You're
just sum
taking
that
it
up
too
to
personal.
in that moment.
And I was younger, so
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
feel
saying.
that
It's
way
immaturity.
anymore.
It's
I don't feel
immaturity
that way
back then.
anymore.
It's not
Like,
what
I
it is,
no longer
It's
care.
immaturity back then.
Yeah.
It's immaturity back then. Remember, you need to take direction, honey. This is being filmed live.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
You need to take. I know
Wow.
you're accustomed to that.
Wow.
Take direction. You need to shift to your
know,
left. Shift to your
you
left.
know.
No comment.
One little acting
you
walk
look
he
for
gets,
that.
you know.
You look for
I should have never asked him to do
You
nothing.
look for that.
One little acting walk he gets.
Hey!
It's
going
not
on-
to ask him to do
When
nothing.
you go and send them script, no, you going to
Yes.
be like, well, I just sent it back an email. Yeah, I made a couple of them.
A little adjustments. I made a little adjustments to the script.
Yeah, but no. But I would say, Abby, that was back then for you. It would have been a little dose, a little sprinkle of immaturity.
But you don't think that there are a lot of, most times when you have like a cross section of a society or a group behaving a certain way, it's because of the fact there is proof positive that there's a certain type of trend in behavior, right?
Nah.
Yeah. So if it is you're getting that women are generally a little wary when their significant other tell them they go into another country with a particular group of friends, men friends, they get wary. It must be that there is a particular trend towards a certain type of behavior. You don't think
See,
so?
when you say trend, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Now this is just based upon, the history of men and what transpires when they are away from the significant other, and it is more publicized in that way, as in, man, known for cheating and horning and all these things.
Right.
But
So you acknowledge that.
your group, I do acknowledge it, but it goes both ways. The only difference is that always do all the things secretly, but bet your bottom dollar out of them 12 girls going with,
one of them.
2 of them is battling it.
One of them shaky.
And
2 of
my,
them-
my
2 of
thing
them
for it
go
is
in
that
and jam somebody.
women who automatically choose to say things like that, that's them projecting
You think
onto
so?
the man. Yes, because most times women who go on girl trips, if you have watched any girl trip movie, it's always have a friend in there who going to look for man. Who
Because
wants
she's
that is a
single.
fact to
She
be.
is single.
doesn't matter.
She's single. She you know what I
okay,
mean? But if
okay.
all you going, all you have significant others,
Let
all
me
you
tell you
married,
this.
etc.
Yeah.
If you have a friend in your line who is doing something that you know to self, there is no right-ish or wrong-ish. It's right or wrong.
Talk
if
to
you have
them,
a
Abba.
friend,
But she's
Talk to them
single,
now.
innit?
Can I-
Okay,
this is
fine.
our
Talk to
problem.
them, you see?
Carry on.
This is the
Carry
problem
on.
here. We need to communication
See?
goes
Yes,
where
carry
you
on.
understand.
Both
If
ways.
you have a friend and that friend in that moment, you see what women try to convince themselves of. It's not me. I'm not doing it, so I'm not as bad as her. If you are on the trip with your girlfriend taking man and Marlon home and in no,
Yeah, correct.
you is a man.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
You
You're
are a
encouraging
man
it.
taker as well. Don't come
Yes,
to tell
boy.
me. But it was me. I never. Oh my God.
So
look
doesn't
what-
the same thing apply
You
in
see
the other
that- you see
direction?
that again.
You see, the thing
Projection.
about it is,
But doesn't the same thing apply?
No,
The same thing will
With
apply.
men.
will apply, eh? But
It will apply.
If I
Well,
know,
all right.
If I know Ashley going on that line, I know, and you come and tell me it's a girl's line, I know for sure Ashley going and take about 3 man for sure, but I not going and vocally tell you that.
And
I
make you
know-
and
I
sour
know-
your energy.
Well, like you, I going to
Because
tell you
the
about
one-
Marlon.
Guess what? The one thing
Like
I
you.
don't want is when you go to Vegas, I don't want you to leave vex. I don't want you to leave in a vulnerable state where you go do some kind of I want you to feel as happy as possible when you reach.
And
I want
committed
you to
as
have
possible.
the time of your life, eh?
Committed and happy as possible.
come back
I
home
want
missing
you-
your man.
No, I want you while in Vegas
Yeah,
in that
boy.
moment when you're drinking your
Yes,
10th
boy.
Long Island iced tea.
Yeah.
You're calling me, hi.
Yeah, you just
baby,
feel to FaceTime me.
Yo, home,
Yeah. I'm missing you.
I'm missing ya.
Yeah.
Tongue out mouth.
I
You
take it now,
understand?
my guy.
But when you see what you all do now is frustrate a man into the sense of, That's where you're going. What should
Start
I
the
leaving?
trip off already.
So you buy all them clothes to go
I
there?
just asked one
You
question.
start to heavy the trip from the
Facts.
beginning.
Where's the
Before I
itinerary?
leave home,
Facts.
before I can reach the airport.
Facts.
Before I leave, I give you all the things. I tell you where I'm staying. I show you a picture of the resort, this, that, the other. You have the whole itinerary,
We have
etc.
all the information. I know my date. I know where I'm staying. We just don't have. We don't have that leader
And
in
I
the
with it-
group
and I
or
with
that
the trouble
guy
is
in the
that.
group. All of these leaders, we go find me where, baby. Don't worry.
Die
I
with
go
the
call
trouble
you.
is that.
I go
All
call
right,
you.
let me check in here with some people and see
Die
what's
with the
happening.
trouble is that.
Hey, I can't go to Tobago without you ringing off my phone, man.
I love have the art form and you say you're going on vacation with your boys and all the years. Pam pa da ram pa pa. Teacher Melly say if you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Oh, that drop in. Oh.
Because he's telling him.
Good
that
morning,
lie.
Ojo family. Thank you so much to reading my wife message.
Aw.
This is Officer Moore. Thank you, Ojo family.
Yeah, man.
so
blessed,
much.
blessed love, my
For
guy.
some more blessings.
Respect,
You and
respect
your
all the
wife.
time.
Ojo, well, good morning. I'll correct that lady's statement. A man enjoyment with a woman is always short-lived. Probably don't last more than 30 minutes. For some, right? A man enjoyment comes when he with his boys and they could talk shoppiness and they could laugh and go down memory lane and shut up one another and enjoy their freedom and their manliness, especially when it's on the outside, in the adventurous places.
All right. Cool. Cool.
Give me the island breeze.
I like this
Cool
topic
and
though because I
nice.
said this before. Raw. Take your points. That's a good one. But I gotta let you say like this. Say for example, Kevin, you, Charles, no, not Charles, leave you. Rudy.
Oh, damn.
What's that? Say we go on our boys line. What it could be? Shit. Oops.
Why?
Crap talk, tunes. Well, you don't drink, so you have sips, because I just drink. And good times. We ain't gonna have no nothing else. It could happen, man. But
you must say
rowdy
leave.
fellas,
I
better
say
live
leave.
too.
You
Shall
must say
we?
leave.
Not to do a little wine and
Just so
jam.
what?
Say leave shall home.
Now, hear what? Most of the time, women don't have a problem with a man lying with his friends.
Most of the time, that's
But
true.
you see, when he have that, I mean, friends just be friends is good, you know. Friends would guide you, friends would keep you, friends would advise you. Good having friends is a good thing. But you see, when you had that one friend that is a Jaiga, good with them characteristics.
Wow.
You know
she's
Jaiga
really-
going and cheering you up to do something stupid.
Wow.
Good, and then come back and be
That
like,
is be the thing.
"Boy, you
That's
should
the
not do
problem.
that, you know."
That's be the
Yeah,
thing.
good. So this is why a level of trust within
Exactly.
you going out with your boys to have a guy's weekend or a guy's trip or a Stones line. Good.
Wow. I
Puts
really,
us in a pickle.
I'm
Yeah.
really
And that's what I was
disappointed.
saying. You have to know your partner. You have to know your partner. If it is, like she said, you have that level of trust.
Yeah.
But then too, your partner also would know that it have that one friend he have that I can't take. You see that one? Who going on the trip? Marcus, this one, that one, and then he called Jonathan name. And all the alarm bells will go off when he called that particular name because that one is the one that you know
It's the
they will
trouble
have
one.
you will have
Yeah.
hangover the
Yeah.
movie for. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah, but the thing about it is too is that I know Stacey's a bad thing, but I know you. I know my woman. I know you. You ain't gonna let Stacey lead you into any situation where your relationship is being compromised. You're not doing that.
I'm just saying if
And you should
I'm
think
going on a
about
trip,
me.
Stacey
You
will be
should
on the
think
trip.
about me the same way too, baby.
Stacey
I
said-
know he's a
Stacey
wild
not
goat.
going on the trip.
I know he's a ram goat.
Stacey telling she.
I know you're a ram goat, but 7 years we rolling here. You
Yeah.
know me.
Stacey saying,
Yeah, go
girl,
take
live
a little
it.
drink and thing and whatever.
Stacey going,
Yeah,
girl,
Stacey only
live
whispering
it.
in your ears.
I'm just
You
saying.
still studying,
Stacey
girl,
was spinning
Stacey,
live.
Stacey wouldn't be on the trip with me.
Live. Live.
Stacey wouldn't be on the trip with me.
Stacey
coming on the
going-
Wednesday flight.
Stacey
like,
going-
me leaving with all, yeah.
Stacey going, girl, live it. You studying here and you
Yeah.
shipping this, live it.
But Stacey's single and Stacey's be on her own personal shenanigans. Jonathan, however, does be on shenanigans and trying to rope other people into the thing.
Stacey. Stacey Pikachu like the Ukraine border, you know.
Wow.
Good morning, all. I do agree with the last caller's voice note.
I just
Sometimes these lines are in association with other women. And not only that, I have seen all the hangovers And Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, wow.
Brokeback jumping.
Probably.
Brokeback jumping. Oh.
I guess within the context of it being a boys' life.
Let me hear Lily.
What's the problem you'll have with the friend that single? She have a right to do all what she want to do. And she's having a good time doing it. And guess what? Your woman living vicariously through her because you bored. And the problem with men going on these vacations, these vacations, men don't plan properly. Chances are he moving spur at the moment, meet somebody at the bar. Chances are you can't find one of them because he's still drunk since the plane. You know where he end up.
Wow.
And already just all over the place and cannot be trusted on your own. So it really and truly, we get upset because we would rather save you from yourself and save our own blood pressure one time.
Wow. She say men go on vacations,
you know. I stop hearing after that, you know.
I can't hear after
stop
that.
hearing
I done my ears clog up
Me
after
hear what
that.
Lily say after occasion.
Nah, man, that's so disrespectful, man. Come on.
Morning, everyone. Very interesting topic. But for me, I would always say that how women will never like to see the joy of a man because they know the joy of a man comes from when he go online with his friends, but they don't want to see that.
Wow. Well, if you're so unhappy, well, go, shucks.
You have to go through all the checks and balances. You have to cross all your T's, dot your I's from in front because from day one, from the time you tell her you're going on that trip, she watch you sideways. She mightn't tell you anything as yet, but she would watch you sideways. And when that time come, killjoy. But for them,
killjoy.
Anytime you tell them no,
or
you start to question certain things, it's either she or she friends going and jump on your shoulder or jump up on your head and say, "Bam to you, are you marking she so?" And this and that and the other. Double standard.
Listen, women plan trips. Listen,
brother.
You have to be a part of that planning, you know. Because let me tell you how it goes. Oh gosh, go buy a boy who does do the t-shirts now. We need to get 12. You want it printed.
Yes.
So you had to
organize on us.
Right? You had to print the t-shirts. Then when there was time to go and pay the thing, buy the thing, go and pay the thing first now. You had to do all of that. So you are helping her because you just happy that your significant other is getting to do something for herself.
It's not so much even that Ole just happy about it. The fact is, we going on this trip. That means you have however many days to yourself here as well, eh?
It's not the same.
It's a win-win situation
Not
as well.
necessarily.
It's a win-win.
Not necessarily.
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is.
It's not. It's not. It's not win-win. Because we
I'm
are left
on
with,
vacation, right?
Yeah, but we are left
I'm
with
on
all
vacation.
the housely responsibilities
Oh, the
of that time.
the housely responsibilities. And when I come back, I'm eating wares in the sink.
Forget the ways.
Housely
At the end of the day, we show interest and we have to show interest in your trip. You see your trip, Abby? We have to be just as excited for you in your trip. And what the guy just said in the voice note, it doesn't be reciprocated. Because let me tell you why. We now have to suffer the fate of.
I do. I help in your pack and thing. I tell you, no, don't put that. I'm not looking good. Let me see the outfit. Let me see the outfit. Where this?
Never.
You live in a hostile environment. You know?
Hostile. Everything.
When you went last time, Karen went for a whole day. You know? I was in the darkness and you was over there. You know?
And hold on, Rody.
You were just home sitting by yourself, missing me.
Any little thing. Any little thing to kill your joy, right? They're going, you're flying thing, everything. You organize this yet, all of a sudden, everything that needs to get organized, they're only on your feet. So you come and so you can't do that before you go. But you hurry to go. You hurry to go. You hurry to go. So under there. You can't. That's the first thing. Then, bam, do so. I need to get a tire for my thing, you know. But you can't wait till that. So you can't give it. So when you go, I can crash and dead.
You little victims.
They're trying to
money.
They're trying to
drive
everything from you.
So you just had to stay in the room and you reach.
When you reach, you can't go nowhere. You just have to fly across there, see the country and come back. You can't go the road.
You can sightsee. You can sightsee, shucks.
You can't do
go
nothing.
And sightsee.
You cannot do
Go to
nothing.
Vegas. What you going to Vegas for?
You pay the credit card yet, baby. But I didn't really get time to do that. You know? Like we had to hustle to the bank.
Yeah, the
to pay
hustle.
credit
The
card.
last day, you know you're traveling.
You know you use the credit card last.
She know you're going away today, right? You're saying, but you want to go there, but you go by the barber. You just want to get a quick little markup. So you had to go by the barber to get a haircut. And then she hurrying, you know. If you want me to drop you, just hurry, please. She's upset to drop you. But when she's going, watch me.
It's whole morning.
Watch me. You had to wake up early. You had to go by the aunt to pick up the tamarind ball because she had to drop that for she aunt. Then she had to go and get the pepper sauce by Janice down the road. Then you remember she's sister up there and she sister with cheese. So you had to get cheese for the sister. Then, oh God, just running by the Royal Castle. I'm packing in the bag for them. They don't long auntie in the Royal Castle. You had to do all of that. You have to be just as excited for her trip when she going. But when you go in, every little thing is. So you You organize this thing for you. So
I'm
you can't
just
do
saying,
that. They're more vexed than you.
I'm
They're
just saying,
Facts.
if there is a trend of behavior with women, I'm not saying that I'm one of these. I tell you, I helping you pack. I'm making sure your outfit's looking nice so that when you take a picture and thing, you're looking good.
Lie,
Wow.
lie again. Lie again.
Because when you gone, I have 5 days of freedom when you gone.
God,
I mean, but I am saying that
on,
if there is a trend of behavior in terms of how women feel about men going on trips, if there's a trend of behavior, it means that men need to interrogate and ask themselves, is there something that we have collectively done that has allowed women to feel this way?
How much I want to
For
fuss you
what
right now.
Uncle Albert do, boy?
How much? The word is right there, but we'll lose license for sure.
How I still paying for what Uncle Albert do?
You could tell me.
Centuries ago, boy. And you know the thing about it is if you take...
This is what we mean when we say gender politics.
Right.
And this is what we mean when we say cannot say not all men. When we say things like that.
Yeah.
That's what you see where you say that, I still paying for what? That's the whole thing in terms of holding men accountable and understand trends in behavior, etc. If women generally feel as though we can't trust women outside of this country, one, men have to ask why, and two, women, we also have to ask why it is we in that headspace. We both have to question that. Why we in that headspace that I can't feel as though my man could go to Vegas for a week and I'm okay. Why am I uneasy? What does that mean about our relationship?
Because you projecting, because you uneasy in your brain.
Wow.
Because you have
so it have nothing to do with you.
mentality.
Have nothing to do
Absolutely
with a pattern
not.
of behavior.
Why when I decide to go away, you want me fix the gutter? I have to pay in the back. I have to do all of this because I trying to go. But when you go and you have a month to prepare, you went by the credit union, you get your money, you do this, you put your money, and you ask me, you ain't call your friend in the bank, I want to buy the next 800 US. Oh God, you ain't get it for me.
You know what?
You vex, but if I ask you to tell your friend and the credit union and everything, she's busy, oh God, I will call her for you.
You know what's the funny thing?
You have 500. You have a business account? No, you could only get 100 a day.
Yeah. I can only get 100, but you want my link to give you a whole $1,000.
Y'all are relating this story. And the thing is, it's hilarious.
I can get 100, but your friend, my friend, I must give you all what you want.
Yes. Y'all relating this story, and I actually have this version of a story that happened with a best friend of mine. Both of us were going. I was going to St. Lucia by myself. I was the girl who just decide I go in St. Lucia. I was going to St. Lucia by myself. I booked my place, thing, whatever. Good friend of mine, she saw me planning my vacay and whatnot. And she was going through a little something, and she said,
jumping on the train.
Girl, I feel like you mind if I come? I had a whole guest house villa thing to myself. I said, yeah, come, whatever, thing. It's paid for already, just give me back, whatever. That husband of hers make her miserable. In fact, she
better she didn't go.
Made her miserable before the trip, while she on the trip, when she come back, made her miserable, made her feel guilty, and also tried to vilify me. Like I put the idea in she had to go. You understand what I mean? I became the villain in the story. So it's also those things too where, nothing is, yes, we talk in generalizations, but there are also instances, particularly sometimes when there's a little level of abuse in the mix, whether it be maybe not necessarily physical, but mental and emotional abuse in the mix, where this kind of conversation could go both ways.
You all mentally and physically abuse us when we try to go somewhere.
Really? How is physically
Because why I have to do all of these things just to go on a trip? Because if I don't, I have to leave here feeling guilty, and then it's the attitude and the drop off.
Yes.
It's the attitude and the drop off for me.
The suitcase barely come out, the car she drive
I
off.
take all my thing and I go in
the car's driving off.
It's no hug, no kiss, or nothing.
Car's driving off.
Well, I will call you when I barang because you vex.
No kiss.
Close up.
Kiss, nothing.
You vex,
kiss,
I go.
Nothing.
But when you leaving, honey.
You can carry my car. You can carry my bag to the counter, man.
Not only that, you take my car. You take my car by scrapes to wash and detail as not here, right? You just let them clean out that thing and you see for me anything. And you go, oh God, just run and buy that for me now. What are going to line that shot? Because you have to now park your car, go KFC to get things for she and she friend and them.
We taking pictures before we leave, so you use the
and I had to
photo
take
take
all
out.
the pictures
Yes,
with
you
all
use the
of
photo take out.
all of the jerseys saying bagels and fake girls and everybody. And then you had to turn to the back because everybody had to take
hashtag in the back.
and the number 1, 2, 3,
everybody
4,
have on
everybody
shorts.
number, and everybody
Everybody
have on shorts,
shorts.
and I see baby only going thing.
That's all out.
And they come by the phone, take a next one.
Put your shot, come in a little bit.
And all of them man home look up, but you have me like a clown taking pics for everybody, and everybody man go on the way.
So
And I know
out your face a little bit, yeah.
and everybody going, oh God, I'm going live, boy. She man is real ticket. But when
3, 2, 1, say
want
Vegas.
to go my little place.
Vegas.
yeah, everybody going Vegas, and then no one to what's the next one again?
Let me see.
We go in Bahamas, or they go in Vegas. Okay,
The one
we go in Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Yeah, we go in Bahamas.
The one time, oh God, what's called a boomerang?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a powerful boomerang because everybody
blasted it up like a fool.
everybody.
Let me see. Oh God, you didn't catch. You didn't catch it. Do it again.
Do it again. And everybody didn't want to jump off, so like a clown.
big fool in the airport.
A big stupid fool in the airport. And you go again, and then when all of them go on there, you have to go down.
Get the sign up on top now.
Yeah.
You gotta go down on the ground.
Go down. You like a big clown. I to get Piaco.
You want
I
the
to get
ground
the
in
terminal.
Piaco.
I to get all your foot. Because everybody have on the same sneakers, the same t-shirt, I to get everything. I like a stupidity. But when I leave with my brethren and them,
Oh God,
you
hey.
feel you're studying that you slamming
Coming
down.
out the car.
Before the suitcase could barely, the hand luggage here reach out that front seat here, the car is driving off. Just close my door.
And watch me.
Just close my door.
I not changed for the car park, right? So I go in one time.
And yeah, and not only that.
No
No,
case,
they're not
no
parking,
picture,
they're not
no
pay-
nothing.
And on
No,
top
nothing.
of that,
And when the
Rudy,
other fellas, she see the other fellas,
Yeah.
she watching everybody hard.
yeah.
Everybody is getting a
And
hard
to
watch.
add insult to injury, when we checking on we and every time everybody on the phone, she only messaging me. You didn't need the money to pay this things. Or you busy to go away and you can handle it. Imagine that. And they're going, you have money to do everything else, but to do one little thing. I said, well, why are you trying to help me?
Heavy down me by. When all the man when they reach on the plane, everybody quiet.
Because you feeling happy because you supposed to be the life of the party laugh. Here you laugh and
Everybody
be happy
quiet
at all.
on the
She only
plane.
messaging. So you couldn't do this? You couldn't do that?
Well, guess what will happen, Jaiga?
Oh.
Just because you are wrong, your boys.
So silly.
Don't make you feel good.
And then you're going on.
Yeah, by halfway through the flight. By halfway through the
You're
flight.
going and want to overdo it.
You know,
Or let's
you-
encourage you overdo. If you didn't have
Marcus
him,
on the trip balling.
Oh, so now you're
Girl.
vexed, you're going and have fun for spite.
Don't study shit,
study
boy, dog, boy.
shit.
Marcus on the plane, boy, don't study shit, dog. When we touch young,
We
play
touch
shit,
young.
The whole
dog,
place
bro.
shut
Shut
down.
down.
Forget
Study
shit.
shit.
And that is
Yeah.
the problem.
Study shit.
That is the
Yeah,
problem.
but you start that problem.
You start the problem with your
start
heavy
that
self.
problem.
You
No,
heavy
I
me.
taking chain up for Marcus because you don't vex with
understand?
me. You understand? Yeah.
But there
I look
has to
into
be a
gain when I
reason
reach.
why she was probably upset. She asked for the itinerary. She asked for certain details, and you were being
All right.
shady.
That's
So no,
naturally
wait,
heavy.
no.
No,
If
she
I don't
naturally
know,
heavy
naturally
in
heavy.
life.
If I don't know, I don't know, right? If I don't know, I don't know. Now imagine, you see, we expect each other to be the same, now boy, but we's not the same.
Not
We
the
made up
same.
differently. So imagine, Ole probably had like a Zoom call meeting 6 o'clock, 3 days before the flight, and like, okay, guys, what we doing? Thing where you
Yeah.
meeting?
I
meeting.
am the friend that
We-
plans the itinerary. I
So-
am that
so-
girl.
so
I
imagine-
admit,
so
I am that
imagine.
girl.
A bunch of friends, man, who does play football and thing and take random drink by the bar and thing, whatever, planning this thing. And I'll be calling my brethren and asking them,
So
yeah, boy, here now.
she want to know.
She want to know if we doing any matching kits now, boy. Yeah, and you know it must have one fool in the group, boy. I'm to she, boy.
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
tell she we wearing me Barcelona jerseys.
And I am hearing him in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah, well,
So I
And you on
don't
speaker.
appreciate
Yeah,
I don't
we
appreciate this
Barcelona.
too.
So Tuesday, right? We what we doing on Tuesday? She need to know what we doing Tuesday.
That ain't mean what we doing Tuesday, Daddy. We
Why
just go with the
we
flow,
doing
boy.
ATV, dog. We doing ATV, right?
ATV Tuesday,
Right,
dog.
So Tuesday, after Tuesday, when we finish, any plans for the night time? Man, going and start to cuss, boy, Jaiga, boy.
Hey.
You can't do that.
And the end
want
next man, Daddy,
the
me know I'm
itinerary.
boy, he
Boy.
stupid, eh?
Yes, I want the itinerary. Sure.
She are real stupid, boy, asking this answer because as fellas, we
Boy,
go.
tell
And you have to be checking in.
Tell
I
she
want.
when we reach,
I
we go call
usually
she
hate
up.
video call. I hate video calls. I despise video calls.
Tell
But
she
I
when-
want a video call. Hi, where you?
Tell she when she
What's
reach,
that
we
in
go
the
call she, eh?
background?
But and I know as fellas too, sometimes like if me road, we decide to go now on the whim. Nobody not booking nothing with man. You're reaching the airport. No matter time I went on trip, you're running mommy and you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
You reach mommy and
Yeah.
you're figuring it out.
Yeah.
You start to search on your Google now, nearest this and that. You must time and do them thing because that's how man that you're rocking with brethren. That's how we just roll. We don't have time for last of that thing, but you only want to heavy me
Y'all
down.
figure out what y'all doing Saturday yet? Because you give me Friday, Thursday, Friday, but I didn't hear anything for Saturday. What is planned for Saturday when y'all are there?
And it also depends on where all you're going to. From the time you say Vegas, you know there are certain things. Gambling and strip club.
I can't give you
Immediately.
the itinerary.
Immediately.
Yeah, I go and tell you I go in the shop.
And there are some women, I may not necessarily have a problem. Like, I encourage trippiness. I see girl.
I know a lot of first dates that happen in the strip club.
I
You have to
just-
normalize that strip club is not like it used to be long.
You know
time.
what I mean?
People
I-
go on their first date at
whatever,
strip club.
yeah.
Strip club is not what it used to be.
When strip
Strip
club,
club is a vibe.
in New Orleans and listen
Food
to
is
me, and New
real to the
Orleans
strip
strip
club.
club.
The best food you'll get in a strip
So
club.
I may not necessarily bend, but there are some women from the time they hear Vegas, alarm bells go off. It
Vegas
depends.
strip
It
club
depends on
petty.
where you're going.
It's Atlanta for them.
It depends on where you're going. There's some women, you know.
Atlanta the strip club.
Yeah, Atlanta different.
Yeah,
Atlanta a little different. There's some women who will bend immediately. It depends on where you're going. You know, like if you say, then I have some men who they're going on a business trip, or they're going to a conference, which is
lying.
coded language. So there are women who traumatized because of those things. Because there's a
men went on
history
business trip and come back with
small humans, right? So there are women who are traumatized because
Red
of
men
that.
went on tour too. The latest
and
and
come back with small
And the
humans.
latest went on tour and come back with small humans.
Yeah.
You call no name. Yeah, it's a man who went on a show and sing. And after they tell everybody pay hand in the air, left, right.
And that is why there are women who.
Not me, I've never.
Who's that?
But it's just, I know it happened.
That is why you have some women who will have reservations when a man who has a history of shady and shoddy behavior come to say, oh, he going on a boys trip. A boys trip with who? Who is the boys? Where are they going? For how long?
Bro,
Where are they saying?
squeeze that buzz that we do what's trending before we close
Right.
off, guys. Don't go nowhere. We here. We talking lime. Lime. Is it limey? How much lime is lime in a relationship?
God, when St. James don't you ringing off my phone?
Yes, boy.
Just saying.
Imagine that.
Like
Thank
if
the
you say you're
St.
going
James.
out with your boys and I wake up, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you is not home, I get a little worried. You know, I make a little
man
phone
wanted
call.
to go in the voice maker is a scene.
I make a phone call, and worse if I make that phone call at 4 o'clock with all the crime that's happening, all the crime. You know, if I make a phone call at 4 o'clock and your phone is going straight to, I'm sorry,
Phone
you're
dead. The phone dead.
nothing like I'm
Where
sorry.
you going to plug in a dance? I want women to answer me. Where does a man
Why didn't
get
charge
a
your
plug
phone before you went?
in a dance?
Why didn't charge your phone before you went?
It's a woman getting a man bank charge. I don't know.
I want to know where you going to plug your phone in.
Hold
another.
this one on 100. I have another one charging it before you leave. You come and pick it up, right? He had to walk with 2 bank charger in your pocket. Both phone dead, woman ain't taking an excuse again.
Nah, I can't be in a relationship with that man. If I can't go out and my phone dead and my phone could be dead in peace.
your ID, and your bank chargers.
Wow.
I just want to know that you're okay. I just want to know you're okay. That's all.
And that's because of the crime
I
situation.
just-
That's what you're saying.
The crime.
It's crime.
The
Crime is the reason why you want to know
crime.
a man is okay.
Yes. The crime.
Crime.
Listen to me, particularly the type of men that I like. Type of men, black men are high risk right about now, you know. They ain't bound to reach home.
Oh, wow.
They ain't bound to reach home.
Okay,
So I want to know you're all right. If I roll over at 4 o'clock, I say, hey,
Whim.
Kring, kring, I'm sorry.
Could be dead as a black man.
Nothing,
risk
nothing like a I'm sorry immediately will make me fly up and I am pacing until you reach home.
I got that.
Immediately.
It's a risk every time I leave the house, no matter what.
That's
time
what I'm
it is.
saying. But worse yet, in the middle of the night, you're going out, you're looking nice, you have your vehicle is nice. People, when they come to take a thing, they don't just take it anymore. You know, they want to shoot you and all them kind of things. You know what I mean?
I must say,
Right.
I concern.
So,
I do feel safer wrapped in your ass. Yeah.
Raw, you don't have music to
And that's what
play?
you say.
Raw, please play music.
A man should just be
say
safe
that.
in your ass.
Yeah, I must say that. I feel a
While
lot
he's
safer
wrapped in your
wrapped
ass, that is the safest place for him. That's what you're saying.
Let me just...
Nothing is safer than your ass.
That is exactly what she's saying.
Finish write my paper. Eh?
Okay, you're my Gary Griffith ass, all right.
Absolutely not. Don't put me and Garrel in the same conversation, please. I beg you.
You're only safe in your ass. Nowhere else.
That's like Teflon.
I just
Nothing can
want
happen
to.
me.
I just want. So you don't want me. You don't care that
Nah, I care that you care.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, all right.
I care that you
I just want to know you're all right.
Fellas, I'll understand it, right? The only time you are safe is when you're wrapped in her. Once you're outside of her, you're unsafe.
Wow.
Want to let you guys know, wrap in her to be safe at all times.
All you get that from me showing care and concern, just wanting to know that you are all right. You know, just send me a WhatsApp that says I'm okay.
My mic can be in her. Anyways, WhatsApps are easy to send. Island breeze, coconut trees. All right, guys, we gotta wrap up. Do some quick ones and let's apologize. We will be doing what's trending. It's coming in late. You have to understand we're just catching back our bearings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? We've been so much into concert series mode that we forgot.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest, and it's a human error that we kind of forgot how the trend of things supposed to flow. And we know that you guys
look at
forget
message.
it.
The topic sweet.
Only look at message.
Hundreds of messages on the phone. We
Jesus.
cannot play everyone.
Jesus.
I'm just going to say
See
that
where
now.
it
It's
can go.
impossible. It's impossible to play everyone. I'm trying to hit somebody who's new.
You know what? I think many times when these women, they're not happy, or they're feeling kind of way because their men going on these vacations, is because there's sometimes insecurity there, and maybe based on things that happened in the past. But then some women just they just don't trust their men, and I don't know why. Because if you're with him, why you don't trust him? So I think it goes both ways. Sometimes you have these insecure men as well, but I think it all boils down to trust and being secure in yourself and in what you feel that he respects you and things like that. So I think that's many times the case.
I hear that.
All right. I'm trying to play the ones that are unfamiliar. The ones that we don't normally see, names that we don't really see.
It's the one friend will say, you know what else we doing yoga? We're going to do yoga.
Wow.
No, I know you lie. No, I know you lie.
Morning, guys. I joined kind of late. But, man, there's for Rudy, Jaiga, and Ro, right? If all a woman say she go in Las Vegas with her girlfriends, how Ollie will behave?
Cool. Normal.
Famous last words.
Normal. It's all good because we love and trust our significant other. That's just what it is, and you'll have to understand and come to terms with that.
Breakfast party morning. Jaiga, remember that movie Wool was he? I think it's with Brad Pitt. When he gave I think he gave his wife the phone to call him, and she sat down on the bed just checking, watching her nails, and saying, you know what? Let me call this man to see where he is. 20 people dead for that, Jaiga. You understand what I'm saying? No. When you're going on vacation, don't give them no number, don't give them nothing. Let them use email.
Wow.
And that is the problem right there.
Wow.
That is why there's no trust.
I think it just should have a limited FaceTime calls for the day.
I'm not saying jump. I go jump down your scene right through.
50 times for the day on FaceTime and I expect me to answer all.
Hey, let me have my boy Kev.
Jaiga, don't forget, morning earlier. Jaiga, do not forget the phone call right before you board the flight. So you mean you leave here without doing and they're throwing something. Don't forget that part. Abi.
Yes.
Abeo.
Yes.
Morning.
Hey.
I give enough respect this morning. I like how you handle yourself and Jaiga then play that job. But yeah, we see you, and now we starting to see you for who you are. Pick up yourself, man.
Nah, but I could vouch for him though. Nah, he's significant of energy. Yeah. He was making a little movement now, me and he. She came to the van. Right before we drive, like we pull out, she come to the van. So let's go in. Alright. You have everything you need, brother. She started whispering me, you sure you have money and you have petty cash and thing on you?
Yes.
Yes, Gail, God, I have everything. You sure? Alright, now let me safe. Have a good one.
Nice vibes.
That's me.
Nice vibes.
You have all the things?
Have a good one.
Okay, cool.
But she knew.
She just making sure. We just making sure.
We were on the right path.
As a matter of fact, forget guys trip. If we go in a line and she can't make, or something happen and she can't come, and you want to go, there you have it. Forget it.
Yeah, facts.
Forget that.
Forget it.
Forget it. So if something happened to them and they can't make the show, they
then
feel
no
as though it is your duty to tell everybody in the line, now at home too. You cannot just go because it's like, so where you going without me?
Correct.
Yeah.
There are some women who do that. I don't necessarily get that.
Yeah,
I don't necessarily get that. I don't get that.
I ain't seen nothing wrong in me going without
But
you.
I will continue to say that most times when women or anybody in a relationship, I mean, unless of course it's an abusive situation, when anybody in a relationship is reacting like that, like the lady said, there are insecurities. There are reasons why we don't trust that significant other. And we know some of those reasons are also in terms of just the general stereotypes and all those things that are attached to the politics of man and woman thing. We know that. Right? But you have to know who you with. Otherwise, why you bother interview with them? That real work. To babysit people.
Morning, Ojo family. Hey, Jaiga, this is all because of women's insecurity. Women are usually more sexually aggressive than men, but they just coy about it. And so they know that when you go on holiday, woman go be on you. this is what drives their insecurity and want to be controlling where you're going, where you're coming, what you're doing, who you're going with. It's not man problem, that woman problem. Just do your thing and leave them to stew in the mind. Who they want to think coming after you and have nothing more to say.
Okay, that's
Papa.
good
Wow.
if you are coming back home to you alone.
Thank you.
But let me just advise you now there, if you have a significant other that you share living space with
and you want peace and joy in your life,
you want peace and joy in your life,
and
all
access
the
to the body,
ranking talk that
You
Rudy
understand?
talking and Jaiga talking with
because
all
I
the
could have a
ranking
headache for 2 months, you know.
with all the ranking talk,
Right.
guys, just be reminded that you have to come back home. And in coming back home, you do not want to come back home to that uncomfortable feeling. So my advice is, you have to. You have to. You
There are
have no
certain
choice.
questions you have to answer.
You dig?
Both of us.
All right, guys.
You say it perfectly. I know your partner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know your partner after 3 days, after the FaceTime, she go in and let the child call you know and make them do a tour of the room and you know. Let me see the bathroom, daddy. Yeah, you know that going to happen. So.
All right, guys, that was it. There we go on. Until next week.
Have a great one.
Have a good one.
We out.